Top 10 jobs perfect for seniors and retirees. Consider returning to work if retirement isn't what you expected or if your retirement income isn't sufficient. There are several advantages for retirees who choose to stay involved and receive a salary in today's workplace, which tends toward flexible work choices. To be hired, you don't need to commit to a full-time job. There are a variety of jobs you can do with a fairly flexible schedule. In today's video, we'll share with you 10 jobs that would be perfect for retirees. 10. Freelance and Consultants. Working for yourself is a perfect way to supplement your income while being flexible with your schedule. Keep an open mind because there are freelance positions available for almost every set of skills. Freelancing allows you to do what you want while still increasing your earnings. The pay varies significantly depending on the field of expertise, but freelancers earn an average of $32 per hour. If you're wondering which specific sectors to enter, a good starting point would be tax declaration consulting. The great thing about this is that you don't need to be an accountant to prepare taxes. Working as a tax preparer is a short-term, seasonal job. For example, it's known that companies hire seasonal workers for the tax and administrative sector in over 10,000 locations in America. You can also take a tax preparation course to acquire the necessary skills to be hired by a company. Tax preparers earn an average of $13.56 per hour. 9. Dog walker and pet sitter. This seems like a beneficial initiative for everyone because while walking dogs, you make new friends and stay in shape along the way. You can start working as a pet sitter in various ways. If you enjoy the company of animals, when family, friends, and neighbors are at work or on vacation, they might need assistance with caring for their dogs. Most dog owners have busy schedules and little time to care for their pets. Since you'll have plenty of time, becoming a pet sitter is a solid idea. You could start a pet sitting business or work for an animal care organization. It will all depend on your management skills so that you're not overwhelmed with commitments. Additionally, since pets need extra attention, you'll need to be physically and mentally fit. Pet sitters earn an average of $11.97 per hour. 8. Retail sector. The retail sector, particularly during the holidays, is always looking for staff. Consider a job in retail during the holidays if you don't want to commit to a long-term position. Many stores offer discounts and other incentives to workers, and you might be able to arrange your hours according to your availability. What about package delivery services for holiday jobs? For example, UPS and FedEx employ tens of thousands of seasonal workers. You'll be happy to know that companies actually want to hire you after retirement, with numerous retailers actively recruiting older staff. Home Depot partnered with AARP a few years ago to hire older staff, and now the company claims to have 5,000 employees over the age of 70. According to them, the most valuable characteristic is their loyalty and reliability. Retail sellers receive an average of $14.12 per hour. 7. High school student tutor, substitute teacher, or assistant. Try working as a substitute teacher or assistant if you like working with children and want to work with your own hours. You don't need a degree in pedagogy to work in various school districts. You'll be able to accept an assignment based on your availability once you've been recruited. Other school career choices include positions in food service and cafeteria, bus drivers and monitors, and administrative positions, in addition to teaching positions. If you're specifically looking to work as a student tutor, you might need certain qualifications state by state. The standards for obtaining a practice license or credential differ, but most school counselors require a master's degree. An aspiring counselor would likely gain supervised experience in the field if enrolled in an approved graduate program, and some states require candidates to have 1 to 2 years of classroom teaching experience before obtaining certification. Many public school districts see certified candidates in both therapy and teaching. Substitute teachers earn an average annual salary of $28,000. 6. Concierge Services. Consider a job as a concierge in a hotel if you live in a city or country you know. Your hometown or state is the ideal place to start. You probably already know your city well, and if not, it's a good excuse to learn more. It's your duty as a concierge to know the local restaurant guides and other tourist attractions. You can bask in the appreciation of your guests as they explain how good their steak dinner was or how much they enjoyed their tour after you gave them suggestions and made reservations. Although the hours are flexible, you might have to work on weekends. You'll help guests organize tours of restaurants and choose activities. Consider a second career as a concierge if you know the best things to do and places to go. If you work for a large corporate hotel chain, you should expect good employee benefits, such as free or heavily discounted stays at partner hotels, free meals at the restaurants you recommend, and, possibly, good employee benefits. Hotel concierges receive an average annual salary of $29,357. 5. Resort employee. For retirees who want to get away from the 9-to-5 office routine, resorts are ideal. Consider a job at a resort if you live near the beach or the mountains. Since many ski and beach resorts are open year-round, you're not limited to seasonal jobs. Part-time and full-time roles are also open. You'll be able to put your previous work experience to use or try something completely new. A job at a resort offers many great benefits and perks if you have the versatility. The average annual salary for resort employees is $29,500. It could be useful if you can diversify the offer of services for the staff, as resorts often organize various events. It will surely be helpful to have your hands in many pots. You'll be paid to assist at events, performing arts centers, concert halls, and theaters that you love. Whether you love musical theater or the arts, you'll be able to watch the show when you work as an event staff member, and you'll get benefits, including free or discounted tickets for other activities. You might be hired to work at conferences, professional association meetings, workshops, and other corporate events. Depending on the location, the event worker earns an average of $12, $40 per hour and $60 in tips per day. 4. Jobs in a wine cellar or wine bar. This is my ideal role after retirement. It's a quiet job where you can talk about wine with strangers all day. What's not to love? You don't need to be a sommelier or a wine connoisseur, but it certainly helps. All you need is the desire to work for a small salary and a passion for wine. Usually, you get strong discounts on the wines sold at the venue as a benefit of the job. It's not quite the same as 401k contributions, but it's always a fun perk. This job is ideal for someone who wants a regular schedule, is friendly and approachable, likes to try new wines, and can build long-term relationships with clients and colleagues in the wine industry. 3. Working in a non-profit organization. Working for a non-profit organization isn't well paid, but it can be extremely rewarding. Start volunteering at your favorite local charities and non-profit organizations. Participate in their activities by volunteering. Learn more about the employees, supervisors, and other volunteers. Offer to sit on their board, then ask how you can collaborate with them. Explain in more detail your work experience, skills, and network of contacts, as well as the fact that you're looking to change professions to take on a more interesting and less stressful job. The most they can do is tell you they'll put you to work immediately. The worst and most dreaded phrase is that they'll let you know if they hear something or if a position opens up. They might also say they're interested if there's a non-profit job for you in the future. Like many seniors planning their post-retirement plans, you should definitely research models and opportunities for others. The path is a bit simpler. It's as simple as resigning from the volunteer boards where they've served for many years and joining the organization's staff. Smart charities usually hire older workers to add diversity and experience to their workforce, whether it's full-time or part-time jobs. 2. Craftpreneur. Homemade products like soap, knitted items, candles, macrame, and other handmade and personal items have a high demand. So why not make money from what you love to create? You can turn your hobby of creating things with your hands into a side business. People love buying and gifting unique handmade pieces on Etsy. You can easily create a virtual store and sell your products online. The website is easy to navigate and guides you step by step through the process of creating your store. This form of business allows you to reach consumers worldwide. The website charges a small commission for its services and ensures that all transactions are secure and protected. If you have skills in web development, you can create your own personal website using services like Shopify, or you can pay someone to do it for you. You can also look for seasonal craft fairs in your area and set up a small table with your handmade products for sale. 1. Gardener. Lately, we've all seen an increase in the love for gardening, so why not make the most of it? Turn your green thumb into money. There are many ways to turn the green things you grow into green money in your pocket. If you like gardening, you could grow herbs and sell lavender pillows. Alternatively, you could dry the herbs and sell them in packages. You could also organize a garden sale where you sell your homegrown plants and vegetables to local residents. You could even go meet your neighbors across the street. As a bonus, you might also consider renting a space at the local farmers market if you have a large garden and are willing to do some marketing. People love buying fresh, locally grown products, and your garden will be able to meet this demand. Do you like growing beautiful flowers? You could offer exclusive and personalized bouquets made with roses or wildflowers. The income from these jobs depends heavily on the number of hours dedicated in the seasons, as flowers and plants are mostly seasonal. So exactly how do you get one of these jobs as a retiree? There are many options for finding work once you've decided what you want to do. Use keywords suitable for the type of work and position on job search sites. Craigslist is a great place to look for freelance, part-time, flexible, and reduced-hour jobs. Check the pages dedicated to occasional and part-time jobs, as well as the employment section on the web for your place. Word of mouth also works. Tell everyone you're interested in returning to work, even if it's only part-time. You might be able to generate some good contacts that will lead to a job. Share your personal experience on today's topic with us. Write it in the comments and ask us any questions you may have, we will be happy to answer. Leave a comment so that we can perfect our creations. We will be happy with your simple like, but the most important thing is not to forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos.